So here we have an example of a project based on a natural landscape. In this case, it's a seascape or a beach scene based on Crosby Beach. Quite a simplistic title page. You can get an idea that the tide is in and you can see figures in the water. Those are the Anthony Gormley sculptures. So student starts off with some pencil work and some images of him actually taking some photographs on the beach. Then he goes on to some colour pencil work based on the sculptures. We have more pictures. Some of the pictures he's taken, some of them have come from other sources. Third material is Pastel. Got interesting use of coloured backgrounds, quite simplistic backgrounds, but they really show off the images and his use of the white gel pen for his written work. Also the flap outs of information show there's a great deal of work being put into individual pages, etc. So although in one way there's only 3 double pages of initial prep work, there are all these different layers of information. So if we now look at the work for the exhibition on the black sheet, we see again high quality pencil drawing of initial prep work of the rocks. We see some coloured pencil and some paint work, and then we see this large oil pastel piece of work which relates to the information in the sketchbook, plus some of the photographs he's taken himself. If we now go on to the work for his artist pages, we see some general information on Anthony Gormley, the sculptor who has produced the sculptures on the beach. We see some information on another place, which is the name of the place. We also see he's brought in a secondary artist. Leonard Avramoff, who paints in this very kind of vibrant, colourful way. Lots of distinctive colours and brushstrokes in his work. So we have some flap outs of information. We have a small copy here. And then finally, if we have a look at his development, we see initially the development is based on the Anthony Gormley sculpture, but not so much linking to Avramoff, although the colours in the background are quite vibrant. Here we see a little bit more colours creeping into the work, shorter brush strokes. And if we have a look at the development for the black sheets, we see again 2 pieces of work based on the Anthony Gormley sculptures, but again it's quite hard to see how they relate to Avramoff in terms of colour and technique. And if we now look at the sketchbook in terms of final piecework, we see more colour coming into his composition. We see those shorter brush strokes of vibrant colours, which is characteristic of Avramoff's work. We see step-by-step images and a little piece of artwork showing the final stages of the painting. And lastly, if we have a look at the final piece for the exhibition, we see a major piece of work which is far more indicative of the Avramoff style work based on the Gormley sculptures. And of course, although Avramov isn't clearly apparent in his development pieces, we can see he's going through a journey of developing his work and his ideas to get to this final stage. So overall, a strong project, looks very effective in the exhibition, and because of that major final piece and very strong initial prep work and a well set out sketchbook, it is a borderline level 9 piece of work.